as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Derrick Henry. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The toss right to Henry. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 24. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The tackle by
it's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The ball carrier. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Tannehill. Toward the pylon, caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
Taken down right at.
Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Check, check. Lucky. Luka 19. 42 is the mic. Right here. 18, Pioneer. Check, 42 is the mic. Check, 42.
Now it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Mixon, and he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
No gain on the play there, second down.
By Vic Beasley.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Bengals nothing.
From midfield now, Burrow. Green brings it in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On third down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
At the 26-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A handoff to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got Green. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And 2.
Is the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Flush to his right, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Switch. 19, Tiger. 42.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them?
And look at this. It's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
At the 37-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Complete to Khalif Raymond.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a handoff to Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by
now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Try to force it to his tight end Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, Burrow. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
25, check 25, check 25. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Max 42,
From the gun again to Mixon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
At the 37.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll run it again with Henry. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
22-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he goes out right around the 39. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Mixon. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
56, Mike, 56.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
14-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Joe Burrow.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Bullock's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
1 yard.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
The tackle made.
Brandon, sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
All right, first down. Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
He's brought down.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Titans 24, Bengals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Again, it's Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Burrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Good. Makes the score Titans 24, Bengals 17. Randy Bullock to kick.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards there on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad.